Why I run?
Because it unites people.
Because it challenges me.
I can't imagine doing anything else.
To give back to someone else what running has given to me.
Because I want to be faster than I was yesterday.
I feel alive.
Biar gue tetap berekspresi dan gue bebas.
Because it's given me new meaning and motivation in life.
Why I run? To empower myself and to empower others.
It's not that easy because of my social status. So my parents is separated and I don't have any support from them, monetary. So I have to do something about it. I run barefoot because I don't have any shoes to use. My name is Rhea de la Cruz, President and Race Organizer of Run Rio Inc. And I am also a runner. I started running when I was in elementary school, about 10 or 11 years old. I fall in love with running because during my pastime, I play with my friends in our community, Filipino games like the Filipino games like agawan base, patentero. So I think I developed my running through that kind of activity. And then I was lucky because they choose me to be part of the varsity team. My friend saw me one day and he gave me a pair of shoes, but the shoes is too small for me. So what I did, I cut the front edge of the shoes so that it can fit to and I can use it. My ultimate goal when I was in college was to compete in the Olympics. But unfortunately, I don't have money to support myself. So I told to myself to do something like I think I have to earn money so that I can support my running. I was a head coach, actually part of the coaching staff of UP Track and Field. And at the same time, I also conceptualizing my first event or organized event here in UP. During that time, running is not that popular because very few races happening every year. I think you can only join 5 or 6 races in a year. Compared now, every week you can join some races. Then suddenly, running became a popular sports in the Philippines. So I established my company, Run Rio, so that I can help our runner to have a motivation why they are running or why they are training.
People often think of Manila as just a bustling city with cars and jam-packed streets. I see it as my playground. The sights and sounds, the diversity of people around you is such a unique experience. So if ever you're coming to Manila and you really want to run, one of my favorite places to go to is BGC, or sometimes we call it Fort. It's really pedestrian friendly. There's a lot of sidewalks and There's a lot of buildings and trees as well, so there's a lot of shade. Running is not really the top of mind activity that you would think of once you come to Manila, but once you're here, I'd recommend for you to run because it's one of the best ways to explore a city. Hi, my name is Ayan. I'm 30. I'm a doctor and a run coach here in Manila. Running has been a great part of my life. When I travel, I usually try to look for run races that I can go to. It has been integrated in my career as an athlete and a coach and also a professional. I've had the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to run off a building. That actually I jumped the first time someone asked me to do that. I was like, yeah. And then the second thought was like, oh yeah, that might be dangerous, but I already said yes. Without running, that experience, that opportunity will not have been possible. Running has also opened up a lot of opportunities in terms of career. I coach at a run club. It also pushes me to become a better athlete because there's not really a lot of excuses to not run. At Run Club, we have different kinds of runners, and then sometimes we have runners who could barely finish 1, 2, or even 3 kilometers, and it's without walking. So it's really nice when you see them grow, and you see them now running 10Ks, joining 21-kilometer runs.
I like to run because initially it was wanting to lose weight, but right now I run because I want to clear my mind. I'm Mike, I'm 32 years old. I work in the IT industry. I have been running for roughly 2.5 years. I actually started running because I wanted to lose weight. I was 30 pounds heavier when I started. I started in the gym, running on the treadmill, and I found a running club. That's where I kept joining and learned a lot of stuff. I've been trying because my dad died at the age of 35. I was nearing 30 at that time. So I wanted to lose weight. So when I turned 30, I said that I wanted to live a healthier lifestyle. So I started to get active and I found that I enjoyed running. That's why I stuck to it. I think for me, the best places to really run is the Bonifacio Global City, or we call it BGC. Here in Greenway, this is one of our favorite areas to run. This is a 1.2 kilometer stretch. A lot of people do their repeats here as well. And if you want to race, since most races happen in the Manila area, you run in MOA and the CCT complex area.
It was challenging for me to push for being in sports as a woman because it's mostly male dominated. So when I go to competitions, it's mostly male athletes and just a few, and you can count them in one hand how many female athletes would be joining, especially in bigger competitions here. It's challenging because you don't really have enough support, and some of the guys, they don't really like the girls being there, but you just have to do your best. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy, you just do everything that you can and you do your best at that competition. I think that Filipino women can take up positions in sports and continue to be strong athletes as long as they dedicate themselves to it. It's not going to be an easy thing to do, but it's definitely possible.
I'm Keisha Fule, I'm 30 years old and I'm a runner and I'm also a rider. Oh, I started running because someone dared me to run a marathon because they actually don't believe that I can run further than 10K. So they challenged me to do a marathon and I did. Right now, it's just it's almost like my way of life. It's just part of my routine. It's almost honestly like breathing to me. It's that natural for me. So running is just like my way of life. Something doesn't feel right if I don't run. Running in Manila, to be quite honest, can be quite difficult because it's a city. So there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of pedestrian lanes, there's quite a bit of pollution, but just the fact that you're running kind of takes those things out of the picture, like just going for a run, just seeing the city, exploring the city more when you run actually. So you get to see a lot more of Manila when you run. Actually, a lot of good places to run outside of Manila. One of it is in Tagaytay area. So you can start like from Nuvali, that's a little bit further down Tagaytay. So you can start from there and then run up to Tagaytay. And if you have a little bit more energy, a little bit more into trail running, you can actually go up the Taal volcano.
When I have the money to support myself, then I think too old for the Olympics. So my plan and my dream changed. So from being a athlete to compete in the Olympics, now I want to develop a Filipino runner who can participate in the Olympics. So right now I'm still coaching the University of the Philippines. I'm recruiting athletes all over the Philippines to give them opportunity to study here in University of the Philippines, and at the same time giving them a chance to have a good education. Our company became the #1 race organizer in the Philippines. I think 90% of the market, we handle it, and we organize 35 to 45 races every year. We organize the biggest foot race in the world, I think back 2010. So I conceptualized the Run Rio trilogy. So we have leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, the distance increasing every leg. So 21 for first leg, 32 for second leg, and 42 for the last leg. So the reason why I organized that race, because I want to help our runners. So because during that time, our runners who normally join the 5K and 10K distance, after they experience that distance, they normally go to 42K. So I'm very worried because the interest might gone right after they participate in the marathon, because if you don't prepare in the marathon, definitely you will not be doing that again. What is my advice for the runners who visit Philippines? If you're a runner, you normally search for a fun run or marathon in a city or in a country that you are visiting. You can actually just visit our website www.runrhea.com. If you want to run or train, University of the Philippines is open for public. We have a 2.2 kilometer jogging lane here. And of course, some of the beautiful beaches in the Philippines. We organize also the Siargao Marathon. It's a very beautiful island that you can try. Our company hopefully continue to grow and continue to help other people to have a healthy lifestyle.
Philippines, my playground of unique roots, people, and places. Where is your playground?